seconds.
In a way. You can get those flashes in impactful spots, but we'll see. I mean, GE has been, I think by most people's eyes, the better team so far this year, of course. So
right.
Yeah, they might just try to bring the pain, bring the really fast plays.
DFM on defense. DFM on defense, GE on attack. Oh, God.
Really
8-person.
Speaking of which, here we go. Out comes Soldom. He's going to hit one guy, but Manyan picks up two, as it is a trade, but it's Aaron on the frenzy.
Wait, there was 9 of them. I counted wrong. 9-person duel over towards Ceylon.
Global Pistol Esports. They just continue to just slap on these rounds. Now Taka J still has a chance for sure. No utility, but a ghost and 2 very
some of them are low.
Aaron. And so if you can find
some of them are low, so maybe.
A headshot on Aaron, this could very well be his round. Tough angles to take here, though, especially with Aaron tucked in right underneath the site, next to the box. Could be a little tricky.
He's gonna peek around this corner. Immediately, okay, gets one.
Okay,
but
nicely done.
as you mentioned, Aaron in the most important spot, so he will be able to pick up that kill. That's the pistol round over to the side of Global Esports. Not too surprising.
DFM wanted to go a little bit aggro with this with the Omen flash and then dash, but
yeah, the domination.
Yeah, there were just too many numbers there.
There was some big right clicks, able to recover from Soldom.
Pistol Gods, yeah, they have a good
and then yeah, the classic
good win percentage. I think it was last week maybe. They actually didn't win as many pistols as normal.
Great
but
job there playing off each other at the end as well to make sure that they're able to secure the round. And a good start for
we get a shorty out. That's about it.
What is a must-win situation for them in a way, because next week they got to play Team Secret. So
yeah, the team that was up against the wall in the last series was actually Team Secret. And now it's
3 people,
so they better come with their A game as, yep, it's going to spray them down. Zinfree does get one, but that's just about it with the Classic from up top. As Global Esports did kind of charge into multiple, not going to check this right angle as the reload is very unfortunately timed.
Honestly, not too bad. A little bit of damage done.
A round win to Global.
And you're able to keep
they lost 1 gun into it.
So have a pretty strong bonus.
It's going to be a very good bonus 4, and then
able to survive that initial shorty blast was Rossi, and
could definitely buy an extra on here. Okay.
For GE.
Really nice.
Good plays there from DFM to find a couple picks, but a fast hit from GE. Now lining up in that B direction. I see 0 other than the turret.
Hey man, the turret is trying his best. Okay?
I'm sorry.
A bit of both, Mr. Prince. A little bit of both. Like Secret played really well, but obviously DRX decided to not use Foxy.
There's not a lot that DFM can do here just yet.
Rossi in a really good spot here with the shorty. He's going to hold this down. The pop blast is good, though, and he pops in, and Anthem pops him down. So that's going to be a kill here. First kill going the way of DFM.
This is a really weird run from GE. They like take map control, and then normally once you're on this site with 2 people, you just try and insta. Oh, the mouse bug.
Did he jump? I don't know exactly.
And then it was really weird. They were very patient here. They didn't kind of flood in. They didn't try and force a fight. They just waited for DFM to actually just overpeak and get the trades back. Do the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel on jump. It happens maybe once. Honestly, it's not that common. I would say like what? I mean, this is pretty common to be fair. I was going to say once every 2 days we see it kind of really matter. I would say we see it once a game, but then but then in terms of when it actually matters, it's like once every 2 days. This one was devastating.
A little bit of a jump peek attempt that got caught by Texture is my best guess on that jump. It always looks funny though when you're like bunny hopping around and then you just, well, no. I shouldn't have done that.
Definitely the timing was questionable, but still.
It's an accidental jump. It's like on your mouse when you kind of move if you have scroll wheel, up or down as your jump and you like move your mouse, it will like tick your scroll wheel if it's like relatively loose and you just jump.
Potentially even more wins in the following rounds.
Well, I tell you what.
It depends on your mouse. Some mice don't do it. Some mice don't do it, some mice do.
Team Secret was able to come back and get the win, so definitely, I mean, this is unbelievable. How he doesn't even know he got the kill until the flash wears off. He's like, I think I did this. I mean, just insane. Texture there, able to bring this up. And yeah, the GE fans,
Oh,
very
man.
excited.
Hey, it looks like they got a bigger venue this time, which is
Their watch
probably a
parties
good
are
idea.
crazy.
Based on what I've seen from some of those global esports viewing parties, it's like, well, there's just never enough space, which is super hype.
They've got just so many fans, and it's great.
Yeah.
So
It's actually bringing it all back.
very happy,
Turn it off, man. Look away.
and get that bonus round win. They know how important that round is for any team to win. And Lotus has been strangely defender-sided at times in Pacific. Again, I'm telling you, just flip the maps
Nice,
in
Ayla.
Pacific on how they normally
Gifting
play
us
out.
up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
That's
Ayla.
how it
Take a look at
is.
the split.
Sesh, welcome
Yeah,
in, dude.
right.
Attacker-sided map here in Pacific.
Welcome in.
Interesting stuff.
That's the way it rolls. Some utility
Ayla,
dump
thank you
to
so
try
much
to
for
prevent this
doing the
hit, but
gifted. Appreciate it.
not really able to get the reinforcements in time.
Let's get a lot of slugger proofs in for that one
They're
chat.
just dropping like flies. Oh!
Oh, Anthem
Whoa.
once again, and now that Spike in a really awkward spot. Ozzy's still here. He's got the potential flank coming in from Texture, who has run all the way around.
Oh.
Oh, but he doesn't go for the first guy, and
No
then
way.
Soldom just jump peeks him and
He
takes him
jumped to
out.
get info and then
Headshots,
landed and got
it's
the
gonna
kill.
be DFM on the board.
Okay, I mean they
Kind
needed
of an
they
odd
needed
round
this
there from
round
GE. I think they
just for econ.
maybe
They
assumed
managed to keep a good amount alive. Don't
a
want
little
to
bit
get
too much that
reset.
they
1-9 loss bonus
win
would be a
that battle
nightmare.
and drop and then just plant
We'll
at the
see
back
how
of
they
the
want to
site and
approach
set up
this.
for
They're playing very passive at the moment, like really passive. Their pistol rounds they showed a bit of aggro, but ever since then,
it's
been insanely passive. Every kind of person is behind this line at least. But this round, maybe not so much. Looks like we're actually going to fight over towards C. Smoke goes in, flash goes beyond, and they get a lot of info. So they do take C. Wow, they're going all the way. So they did a flash here to clear close, and then they did an extra flash here to clear like this line and beyond as well. So this is really nice from DFM. GE speed it up, go over towards B, but they should have no idea that there's 3 people behind them.
Yep.
When does texture check?
They are getting very aggressive here on a B. This is where the KO can get some really nice value just to open up this B site especially. But Anthem is just on a roll today. Can't stop this guy. He just seemingly gets kills every
So the
single
initial
round.
plan has been stopped. What they wanted
He
to.
gets stopped, but the rest of the team is shoring it up
That's
for him.
right.
As now it's all up to Aaron to try to win this 1v3. And well,
Damn, nicely
he's on
handled
a
from
snake
DFM.
bite, so he's
They had a
just gonna
cool
go
idea
down.
into this round as
That's
well,
an
right? They
easy
did the
defuse here for
early.
Rita.
They did the early flank, and then basically what they had was they had the Killjoy ult that they wanted to use into this situation, and then they were just going to hold here, and once they pushed them into them from the Killjoy ult, right, you have it here, it would have like a barrier to like here or something. That would push them into the 3-person stack, and then they were going to try and kill. So I actually like this from DFM. Pretty much just a whole set round, or a set style of playing this round, just because they had the Killjoy ult to just try and push them into the 3-person flank that had happened. I thought this was nice. Mr. Prince, thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. Let's get some slug approved in. Thank you. 2 gifted. We got Arrow and Rengoko. Yeah. Welcome into the slug club. Mr. Prince 67, thank you so much for doing that. 2 gifted subs. 21 altogether. Thank you for all of that support, mate. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you for doing that. Again, if you got gifted, if you heard your name, please say thank you over towards Mr. Prince. Down there's a nice dog stun on top of this.
Is able to get Texture down, and now Anthem hanging out in the smoke, but they have Seekers here to try to get on top of
A lot of
GE,
ults
who are
still.
just planting at the moment.
There
Monyet
were,
able
at
to get
least.
the kill. Rita lines up 3 and picks up the clutch on the site. And it's not officially
That's
won, but
wild.
he certainly did clutch it for the team, and that's an immediate
That was so
timeout
wild.
call.
Man,
As those
3
last
rounds in a row they get,
very sloppy from GE,
and they've been
DFM
looking
just
kind of nice.
really
Let's see.
grabbed that advantage.
Let me watch this replay again.
From DFM. I mean, Monyet, this looks great. This looks great for G, but then Rada comes
He
in
fell
here.
off.
No suggestion.
I was wondering how Monyet didn't get the kill,
And
but
just
yeah, he
nasty
fell
stuff
off the
from
back
Rada.
at the little ledge. Devastating.
Goodness.
Yeah. And, you know, fans still coming out for DFM, even
I mean,
though
3
we
rounds
still
on the
haven't gotten
defense
that
is
one win.
already really
Maybe
good.
Tonight's the night. Maybe it's
Really,
you know, he
really
had some
good.
9-3 curse action, but also the bonus round curse, which isn't really a thing, but it happened
Today it is.
twice.
Today it's the bonus round curse. I
okay.
mean, usually you win that bonus,
The
you're
GE win pistol, yeah.
kind of dusting your hands off.
That's
Well,
just
this
how
half is
they,
going to go
that's
really
just how they
good.
do it.
Yeah.
And it has not been the case. So my fellow bald brethren,
Mr. Prince
Spin,
again,
gonna
thank
be
you
the
so much for
one
that.
behind the microphone,
The best
behind
Vandal
the
skin,
coaching
I'm a
desk
prime
for GE today. GE
Vandal
fans
kind of guy.
sitting out there in the audience.
Yeah. Took, you know, a holiday from his time in the Army to come out and watch Texter in person.
Ah.
That is a true fan. You don't get too much time off when you're doing that compulsory service here in Korea.
Rossi going to use the Blade Storm half armors and the full armor investment from DFM. Rossi able to dodge that
Oh,
flash.
there's a nice flash on top of this.
Right underneath that one
So they
way.
make sure that
So
they go
far
real
good,
fast, want to get
dodging a
past
lot
this
of
smoke.
DFM's utility.
And yeah, they
Sentry's gotta be
really,
good.
really do go fast. And
They
again,
are
they've been getting over
just
towards C. It was just that
ham-fisting
one
this
round.
They are just going straight
Just that
on
one
in.
round
That
where
knife is gonna land
they
after
managed
the
to
first
get 3
blood
kills
from
and stuff.
Monette. So able to
Is
take
it really
down
that
three.
attack
That's
sided?
now.
Yeah. You're looking at like 7 5s,
Rossi
4
still
8s is like the
looking
most
for
common.
some more.
So 3
They are
rounds
taking
like
a lot of
this is
damage
really good.
through the smoke as well.
Again, you have anomalies, but like if you look at the general.
Good peek, good peek.
They, oh
Great
my
snake
god.
bite.
Yeah. Seems like they had a decent idea
That's
he was
sick.
there. But now, I mean, there's a bunch of shorties. You see that Takajay just pulled out his.
Oh my god, he dodged that. He just micro-adjusted his position just enough that he dodged those shorties. And now it has to be a retreat for DFM. I mean, such an odd thing to think that, I think if Rossi goes down there, that might be DFM pushing for this retake. And instead it's a complete back off. I mean, just millimeters make the difference.
APAC is the
sometimes.
sand side at the moment, really.
So there you go. Global Esports, they call a timeout after losing 3 in a row. They're able to get back into the lead.
Teams are starting to get a little bit better on defense.
Yeah.
Especially like if you look at
Feels like most
Fnatic
of
with
our
some of the
teams
Odin
go
stuff
down.
they've got.
And
Teams are
use
getting
them,
teams
you know,
have got a lot better at
to win
holding
these
C
matchups.
site.
Yeah.
In general, it's,
Generally the case.
yeah. Not everybody, but
No. I don't know who would, you know, but
yeah.
not calling anyone out, I swear.
Yeah.
A couple lockdowns. So let's see. They're gonna kind of be
Money's
used
still
to
really
sort of
good
trade
after the string of
space.
3 rounds. Everyone's
The
money's
early
great
sort
at the moment.
Feigned
Will the light
aggression
armor
towards
believers.
A. This time the rotates are in, and DFM seems to be believing it a little bit more.
57% defense in APAC at the moment, really.
They should be changing direction, and yeah, I can see that Genfrey already has decided that, maybe not, but they're leaving B open again. It's just our boy Tommy Turret, the blue collar Turret, doing all the hard work here.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? So Tommy has taken it up, and now he's dead. Anyway, we are here on the B site, Global Esports, and we do have double lockdowns for both sides.
Oh.
Not too much in terms of
Uh-oh. What a weird
reliable,
round at the moment.
kills
This
onto
duel over
those
towards A is
lockdowns,
weird,
so
this
both
duel
teams
over
now
towards
just
C is
gonna
weird.
leave the site
So it's a
open.
2-on-2 over towards A, and then it's sort of kind of a
Spikeless Planet, so
one
that's
on
good
one
timing here
towards
for
C.
Global Esports.
Yeah, and now they're really fanned out. They're
That's a
finding
big
kicks
kill.
on the edges.
Did they
make
expect
things
the
worse.
second
It's
luck,
still
yeah.
Takajay coming in behind.
might not even matter.
Okay, yeah. Takajay trying to do most of the work. He's going to get 2 and Tiny Door, but there's just not enough time. I mean, yeah, he's just got to run
Yeah,
out
they
of there.
bought so
There's
much time for this.
just no chance for him. And so Global Esports, nice little push into the B site, and that's going to be a
That was really,
second
really
round
nice.
for
I
Open.
like how they handled.
this
So
is
that
one of
once
these
the
rounds
kill
where you
jolt came
really
down, I
have to
like how they
trade
handled
knockdowns,
this. Just
because
constant
you
smoke.
get so
I
much
think the
space,
Jet
it
did
doesn't
really, really
matter
good.
too much that there's a counter lockdown in play here.
I think
because
Rossi did
you don't want
great.
to play on the B side anyway. You're looking to, playing on the B side is tricky, right? There's a lot more angles to worry about on the middle.
Not a
The B side,
chance. Not a
lot
chance,
tougher to
Tristan.
defend from inside of it
I need to
anyway.
upload the VODs
So,
at one point.
That's a huge
I'm like
win here
really
for
far
GE.
behind
This
on that.
is really smart play calling from
I didn't
Aaron.
get a chance. The
As
stream
they
yesterday
come
was so
back,
long I didn't get a
they're
chance to
able get
upload
some
anything.
serious value out of that round. Now, Takajay does have that Viper's Pit available.
Money again, still absolutely
Wants
fine
to
just because of the low buys.
Hold on to it, or maybe might try to pop it. He might have got. I think he dodged the knife. I'm not sure. From Aaron. Yeah, once again, GE putting pressure at A. This time they're sticking around, looking to see if maybe there's some lurks potentially from DFM. Once they open this door, the toxic screen.
Yeah.
Tough to push through that.
And it looks like they won't yet. Although, as I say that, we do have Rossi sticking around, sniffing out what he can.
This is a nice good bit of info. But again, they only see one.
Or, again.
Wait. Yeah, okay. The dog actually didn't see
Now
him.
he's holding the angle. Ooh, that flash is so good.
Yeah, he's in a rough spot. He's just trying to TP away, and in fact,
Okay, nice reaction from everyone at the moment.
The Omni here's Infree holding it down real well, but
Rossi gets a big kill over towards A. They might now pivot back. Soldom knows that, so he opens the door, tries to get some information, dashes out into his own smoke to try and get info in terms of numbers. They see a lot. Looking like DFM might be able to gamble stack well, especially with the info of that dash. He saw so many.
GE's not having any of it. Dash in, the paranoia to cut off Zenfree
Oh,
and finishing the job.
Omen Flash was so good.
Really nice stuff here from GE.
Alright, well.
What was he doing over towards door there? It honestly wasn't too bad.
I highly doubt that
He thought most likely with that kill they were going to run back, and they wanted to. So to get info, he decided to dash out into this to try and get info. I do think they could have done something to get together, but it was like 4v5. They needed to do some kind of play to either get the information or to try and get a kill back. So honestly, it wasn't that bad at all.
Now you need to reel in a lot of your players. Zoldom just out here trying to make hero plays. Just isn't working. The coordination here now from GE is starting to shine. It's just
Newfound appreciation for the Omen Flash. Yeah, I mean it's such a strong bit of util. It really is.
I just heard they have no idea, bro. Sounds like Aaron's getting pretty amped up there.
Aaron likes to trash talk.
Yeah. And to be honest, after that round, it kind of looked like they were lacking some critical information, paper thin.
DFM?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of, just again, there's a lot of things that went sideways in that round for DFM, and some things that probably
So is this a chat? Someone fill me in. Is this a new coach? This is a new coach, right?
In the not so tasty cake was that.
What happened? Did I miss this?
Sorry.
Yes.
This is the assistant coach.
Let's go global. Woo.
Oh, it's literally spin. Oh, okay. What's the? How come that's happened? Does anyone got some kind of info on the decision making there?
I mean, I know
he took a gun out of Texture who buys another rifle and still has 5,000 credits.
Yep. Yep.
So.
And they have a judge. And okay, they're able to somewhat scrape together. But I mean, I guess Detonation does do the half armor buys.
You thinking a Razor might be sick? Okay.
I think discretion's
all right. I just wanted to see if I missed anything.
For sure, for Anthem. I think
Potentially, I missed something.
Better part of Valorant.
I mean, Spin's really good. Spin is good, so
I like yours better.
He'll do great.
I really do actually like yours better a lot. But again, like, now
Scott,
you're investing
thank
to
you
fight
so
this
much.
pit.
Dude, I always
You
struggle
could
with
have
saying your
invested
name.
it previously. So yes,
I always struggle
you're
with saying
getting
your name,
a
but thank you so
decent
much,
lead
man.
here onto GE, but you're like 1 round delayed and you're alt cycling. Is
Chat,
that
6
gonna
months in the
cut
Slug Cup.
an
Let's get some
extra
slugs in there.
that you maybe could have gotten,
Thank you.
You know, throughout this half, I doubt it, but like, why? There's a lot of questions I have about DFM. Like, sometimes they look great, and other times they look like they're a little lost.
Yeah. Could be a mental thing. It could also just be that sometimes
Okay,
looks
SK.
like they're doing the right
Yeah, that
thing,
makes.
whereas, you know,
That's the easy one for me. That sounds
them the
good.
benefit of
Thank
the
you so much,
doubt,
man. I
and
appreciate it.
they
Thank you
know
for the
what to
6
do
months.
most of the time, but
Appreciate the
sometimes
gifted
maybe
as
they're
well the
just
other day.
kinda,
Thank you.
you know, getting it right half the time.
I like how
the other
G are
times
approaching this
just,
though. They do create a lot of map
feel like a
pressure,
little bit
especially at the beginning. But
like they
as we
don't
can
really
see,
know what to
3
do.
people here from
Here
DFM.
they go. Here
Money's a
comes
little bit low,
Global
so we get the
Esports
judge out,
moving
and this
onto the A
hold
site.
is too strong, you would
As they have
imagine.
a huge force just moving straight into setup turrets, guns here from DFM. We're
Yeah,
gonna shut them all
numbers
down.
were
That's
just
3
too many
kills
here.
now, 2 more to Rada.
The one thing
And
that
not a
GE didn't
single
manage to do
one
on this
will
round
go
here
to
was create the
global.
question mark
So,
over
again,
towards here,
timeouts
and we had constant
certainly
info
helping as
over
they were in
towards
position
C.
there to
So
stop it.
even
Yeah,
though
and
we did kill the alarm
I love
bot
the
early
route.
on,
I
and
love
they
the
wanted
idea.
to kind of
It
cut
just
sound
came
and create
later
the
than I
pressure
would
like they
like
could
to
have
see.
gone
I would
back.
have liked to have seen
They
back
had
in
jump
G.
spot going
Use
over
that pit as
on
soon as
over
possible.
towards C,
You're gonna set up
and they had a
plays like
Viper
that.
ult going
Great.
over
I'm all about this. This
over
is a
towards B.
beautiful
So
round. You completely
DFM were pretty much free to just
pushed
have 3 people here.
GE right where you want them, right into A, where the crossfires are set up, where everybody's just holding angles, just ready for this. 100%. Phenomenal. Just could have come earlier, and it could have been a, you know, maybe a slightly different half here for DFM.
Yeah, definitely need to see more consistency like that. Hopefully that timeout helps them get back on their feet.
Is Jet the most viable one trick on every map? Yeah, pretty much. You feel very... I mean, you have to be mechanically unbelievable. But yeah, Killjoy's up there. But because of... Probably because of binds and split. Maybe not so much. But split is pretty viable if you have a Viper. Like if you have a double controller.
That's what makes the Pacific the best region. Just gonna say it.
True.
That's right.
Sky. Ooh. Actually, Sky might top it. That's a good point. Actually, you're right. I think Sky might actually top that. I mean, Sky doesn't have a bad map.
Very aggressive push in. This time, DFM going to leave the site mostly open. You know, just waiting in the smoke. And Soldom is not going to connect that shot in the smoke. Bozzy cleans up the backside, and that is just
this is kind of devastating for DFM. Really devastating. It's not too bad. 1-9. Everyone should have enough money for the last rounds. Okay, yeah, it's kind of fine. This was strong though. 4 rounds, maybe with a 5. I'm feeling kind of still confident. But
even the plant getting down, right? With those 3 successful rounds, a lot of them were
their C hit, GE C hit is really good.
Even though GE's initial entry,
the only time we've seen them lose that C hit was when they had the hero play.
And stops that from happening and just throws the round into chaos.
It was like a, I think it was Take J. I can't remember fully.
Prepared for it. They're like, yep, you guys are going to do that again. We know you're coming. We're going to hold the angles this time and bait you into coming in when we take the site.
Tagaday trying to go for the jiggle beat, takes a little bit of damage. SK Rossi now, last round of the half, he's got an operator and Blade Storm, so he can basically just do whatever he wants. So let's see what he can get going on to A, as the rest of the team is going to rotate out of here. Kind of what we saw about 3 rounds ago, where he was able to get the kill at the door.
Oh, but this op shot has completely baited DFM over to the A side. I love the way that GE's calling this round. It's going to be all on a Zenfree here in a moment, as Rossi just keeps pushing space. I mean, this is going to throw this round into absolute chaos.
Well, the bird's going to go.
No, the flash went too deep. Rossi's owned it with the lurking jet with his knife and all.
What's going on now as the comms are definitely jumbled. The push is going in onto A as
yeah, with that kill, they decide to go back. Rossi gets the kill over. Dude, he's all over them. Oh my god, it's such a sick round from him. It's straight up just hero round.
They even TP Zenfree over here to try to see if he can.
I like how G have been playing it though. They've been getting out towards A for free every single time. They didn't really get contested once at all from DFM. And Rossi was just kind of always pressuring and breaking the alarm bot in this area. He had a lot of freedom.
This round is pretty over.
Damn, this was very nice.
As well will get cleaned up. A fantastic flank from
strong half from GE considering the DFM won pistol.
8 rounds on the attack.
Sorry, they didn't win pistol. Ignore that. GE won pistol. What am I talking about? It was 3-0, right? 3-0, but then they managed to get 3 in a row. Yeah, I'm back. I remember now.
They aren't consistent with being able to put together like good protocols and good rounds and good teamwork. Like sometimes they get a little off script, and it's really impressive that Global Esports is able to, you know, just
teams can't make changes until after last chance qualifier because the roster lock isn't up until then.
Yeah. And Global Esports, definitely a great start here on this first half. And not only that, we already saw their viewing party over in India, but also here with, you know, a couple of Korean players on the roster. A lot of fans have come down to cheer on this team every single week, week in, week out. They may have the biggest fan base of all the teams here.
DFM has had to give so much space in the defense.
How many people are
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember Zeta in this map.
They gotta beat DFM first. And then, of course, later on this week, they have to defeat.
Definitely in
Team
terms of
Secret
DFM,
to,
I
just
agree.
beat
Like
Iran.
that,
So,
like this,
yeah,
they just gave
that's gonna
them.
be difficult,
I mean,
but
A
we'll
was
see if
free
they can
every
make it
single
work.
time.
No, no doubt about it. It's definitely doable here for GE to still get in there, to still get into the
EG or
playoffs.
MIBR?
I mean, again,
EG.
they're a team that has showed us so many brilliant moments, you know, really pushing teams like DRX, beating Gen
Heat's
G.
not playing as well,
So we
right?
know that this team is capable of better things than what we've seen so far. It's just a matter of getting there. It's a matter of being consistent, keeping SK Rossi in a state of high play now that he's finally been able to get here. It's been a little rocky with him, but when he's been good, he's been great. So certainly for Global Esports, you know, you're hoping that that trend can continue.
Yeah.
And they could show us some really good stuff. And then, you know, maybe get into the playoffs. I'm not going to say that I'm keen one way or another versus them versus Team Secret, who I would favor in the playoffs. I think the better team will, you know,
Must win
probably
pistol for
show
DFM
themselves next week.
against the Pistol Kings, though.
And by next week, you mean later this week? Later this weekend. The fans are getting really sneaky by some of the stuff they're drawing on the back side of this the fan signs. They're like, oh, I have this very innocent sign on the back. It's like, oh, Korean caster, if you see this, you have to give me a wink. Getting a little bit fiery on some of these signs rather. As Vanyet is going to open up the firing here out through the
maybe
door.
not
He's
Shree.
got
Maybe
Vasi
not
with
after
him,
that.
and they are just cleaning them up outside of B. As you see Anthem and Taka J.
Pistol Kings continuing. Molly's nice.
Try to make
Oh,
his
man.
way onto the A
Let's get a
site.
little
This is
chip
already
damage.
read by the side of Global Esports, who are looking
This luck, though,
come in here and defend.
this
Shouldn't be
luck
too
might
difficult, although
have
Anthem
changed
was
it.
able to
Can he
sneak
get one on
around.
site?
Right
No,
click
the stun of
those
the
gonna
dog
make
was
quick
too
work
much.
of Taka J.
1v3.
Once again, it's all up to Anthem.
It was a 1v3 last time as well. Same person.
Let's see what he can do. Nope.
Yeah,
Pistol
this
Kings
time.
coming in.
the
2-0.
gun barrel shows itself, and not much he can do there. And GE is still just absolutely dominant on pistol rounds. I mean, it's just brilliant the way they navigate themselves here. Just coming from so many different angles. DFM has no idea, you know, where these attacks are going to be coming from, where the players are going to be sitting and waiting. And you can see the GE fans getting fired up, and rightfully so.
Yeah, really good stuff. As Global Esports
Triple rifle again, and then
now
two kind of
looking
backups.
to solidify their lead.
Just wanting to keep
on
all
the
rifles
defensive
into the next
side.
round.
They're going to add to some of those defensive rounds, but
DFM doing the exact same eco as well in terms of their buy.
So I'm not too worried
One
about the
shorty.
stats. Whatever team is the better team on the day should get the win. And DFM really going to be struggling to find it here in the eco. They have one shorty. So maybe if Soldom can do kind of what something does and find an angle.
How likely is the team
there
to
is some way for them to make it
win a
happen,
match
but
having
not
lost
looking too
both
likely.
pistols? I mean, it's very low. You shouldn't, straight up it's just a blanket statement. You kind of just shouldn't be losing a map if
Really
you
just
win
trying to figure out what's going on.
both pistols.
GE is just has full control of
Don't
the
know
map
what the
at this
actual
point.
percentage is, but it should be like really high.
That DFM is stuck in their spawn. So now with that turret, they're going to play off some contact, but the guns are pretty good here for Global Esports.
Yeah, they are quite good, but Soldom, he's able to
Oh,
get that
boy.
angle, pushes into
That's
Rumble, gets 2
incredible.
shorty kills.
No way.
And that is something you don't see every day here on the eco. Let's see what they got.
No,
The
boss
tiny
man.
door's open. They're buying time. Aaron is gonna pick up 2.
No, they don't. It doesn't
That
crumble
being
like
said,
that though. They
now
did
DFM
so
are
good
gonna
to
have
get
rush
out.
this
They had
spike
such a nice
into
little
the
play
site.
here.
Looks like they're going towards B. They should have enough time.
10 seconds left.
Unless Global Esports somehow are able
Plant
to
goes
deny
in. This is the
but that
important
nanoswarm
duel.
not in the spot. Good read
Does
from DFM not to plant it
Rossi
in
expect
default.
this?
They might get away with it. Here's Anthem. Well, nice try. But
That should be
got
it.
a Phantom, and he is not afraid to use it.
One enemy
Nice
remaining.
job here by Rossi. Him and Aaron bailing the team out. Texture
Nicely
finishes
handled.
the job, but
I work.
this was
Damn, I
like
love
a
this
really good start
little.
here. Soldom's
I love
kinda
this
with that
little set
Soldom
play they had to
special,
get out of here.
the dash
That was
with
great.
the,
I hope we
the
get a
shorty
replay of it.
Getting 2 huge kills, and I thought all of a sudden, all right, maybe DFM's going to thrifty this, but Aaron there, those 2 picks that he got towards A Link, absolutely massive. I mean, just literally saved the round here for the
That's
side
so good.
of Global Esports.
Omen flash and Sky flash out.
Absolutely nuts.
They dash close and then
This
hover.
right here, the
That
flash,
was
even
so
though it doesn't
good.
really connect,
That was
Doesn't
actually
matter, he's
really,
still
really
got the
cool.
better gun.
It's just a set little eco strat.
A
Love
good
that.
attempt here by DFM, and Soldom is a very, very good player. We've seen him get better and better since he's come back in for DFM, but still a long road to climb
Bonus is
here.
decent
Detonation
for...
Focus
Oh,
Speed has to
we
start
just changed
now,
one of the
has to start
rifles.
now. You cannot get bonus to Ken.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Here's Soldom. Now he's just gonna calmly walk around the edge. Picks up
And the
two.
the sky
Reyna
flashes
as
over
well
towards
will
A
take
are
out
really good at the
Aaron,
moment.
so saw Global Esports trying to make their way out here towards Rubble and challenge them. They failed the challenge. So now DFM will look to plant this at A.
Yeah, the utility dump here is phenomenal from DFM. Just leaves everybody on GE just kind of spinning. And eventually, they're able to get through. Rossi, though, still has that Phantom. Texture with the Bulldog. Could do some damage. Nope. I take it back.
Yeah, he could have.
Could have.
Yeah,
But,
nice and
not
clean. Could be
more,
good.
turns out.
No deaths, no rebuys.
As we do
Get the
see
money good.
Texture just waiting,
Still a nightmare to come back from this, but
not really going to be able to do much. Maybe he can
at least
find
they're
somebody
at least
who's
they're
running
A,
out at the last second.
getting out over towards A. This it's looking
Also,
great.
A guy in spawn. Anthem is just waiting there.
I wonder. There's two approaches for G now. Really, it's like, do we fight this a little bit heavier, or do we just let them have it?
No, yeah, Texture here, just looking to see if he can find an exit frag. Grab the gun. Piece out of there.
He's gonna
Oh,
die.
he
yeah.
didn't make it. Oh, he got caught by Phantom in the, or excuse me, Anthem in the back.
Phantom.
Phantom Anthem.
Phantom Anthem. He was
picked up
there
a bit.
sneaking in the back. And yeah, a clean round from DFM.
Yeah, this is just, again, what you need out of Soldom. That's what he's known for, is these explosive entries, the way that he can just stabilize his aim and stabilize himself, find, weaknesses in the defense, or sometimes even hitting the defense right in their teeth and still kicking them in. So really impressive from Soldom, even though he's had a rough start here to this map
The option
so
from
far.
GE was to hit it a little bit harder.
On the attacker
Omen
side,
Flash.
got a little bit
Omen
of
Flash went
momentum
in 4 people instead of the
behind their
original
sails, and
3.
could see them
So yeah, I was going to say they were going to go for one or the other.
maybe a
They
B
decided to go very aggro with
sort of
this.
lurk here. If they
A
set
lot
up
of
for C. I'm
util
kinda curious
was
how they
burnt
wanna
from that
play
though.
this.
But
Maybe
again, they have got A
use
control and they
the
can put one
paranoia
person here.
and
And
then
they
set
haven't
up
lost
for these
too
lurks from
much.
the
Well,
door.
I say they haven't lost
Sending
too
the
much
door
map
through.
control. It's just
They're
been an
actually
AB. Sorry, been a BC default.
Go for this? It's hard to tell what they're doing. They're kind of trying
Rossi's
to
close with the
set up
judge.
with
Dog
Reyta
goes
in
out
front.
and spots
He's got the spike too, so
one.
this has to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
C.
They're
3
going in,
people on
Soldom
C for this
is
for
60 down,
GE.
takes 15 damage, but he's still going to be able to pick up that first kill, gets a second, opens up the C site for DFM.
Wow,
And
okay,
now
that's
Reyta
impressive.
Able to follow up with that one
3
again
people
with
here
another
and they only
clean
take a little
entry
bit of damage.
from Detonation Focus Me.
Last player standing.
And yeah, looking like a pretty clean plant. Rossi doesn't look like he'll go in on this one.
Nope. Well, he's got a judge, so he might. I mean, there's not
The
a
old college try.
there's not a huge reason to save
Yeah.
unless you get the gun. Now there's a reason to save. With just the judge, you'd expect him to maybe just go for something nuts, and then maybe upgrade on the way in. But this time,
Right.
there's no one in spawn to kind of harass him. He's checking it. Now you can see it's in
Yeah.
their heads. But
No
this is-
Phantom Anthem.
No Phantom Anthem. And this is pretty interesting from the side of DFM. And again, it's Soldom starting to heat up, starting to be that explosive jet entry that they need. And Texture there is just
Honestly,
completely
I
befuddled
think
at
a
that
lot
corner
of
on the second
teams
kill.
don't.
His
A lot of
aim
teams at the
way off.
moment
You
are
have
probably
no idea what to
hyper-focused
expect.
on
Because
themselves.
you have no idea where Soldom's going to be. He uses the movement abilities of Jet so well. Expecting him to
Watching a
fully
lot of
rotate
teams
back around
is
the
like
corner, instead it's just
sometimes a bit of a
repeat on the
privilege, right?
wide
We
angle.
see, if
from
you look at
Soldom.
who we see in chat, if like we just use this stream as an example,
Timeout,
again,
I
I
was
don't
gonna
know
say.
in
That
terms
one
of
was
other
taking a
stuff.
while, so-
You always see
Yeah.
like Mini and Doom
It's a good
Bros here,
idea. I
right?
think,
And they're just like always at the top, but it's just because they're kind of had, just because they're kind of winning, and they have like the luxury of looking at all of this stuff, and they can kind of watch other teams and learn from it if they want to add stuff in, get ideas, whatever. There's other teams that are kind of down there just so hyper focused on themselves because they have so much to improve that it's like it's kind of like a luxury to watch other
There are just so many
Texture
teams or
fans.
games.
Because Nada is Texture's name.
Yeah.
So I just learned that.
I do think it's one. It's one of the. I do think it's one of the important things for teams to do. Like I think, not saying my stream, but I'm just saying like they should be watching a lot of games. Because I just think it's very good to learn. But again, when I very much understand when you have a lot to improve on your team, that you kind of don't have the. It's not. Doesn't feel like the best time spent.
Believe it or not.
Well, he is trying his best. He has died the fewest amount of times on the team. Texture 7. He is also playing Killjoy, so that's
kind of your job.
Yeah, just don't die. Let
Okay, timeout goes in. Here's just a low buy
Here
for
comes
GE.
DFM once again pushing Rubble.
Knife goes in and hits a lot.
Still, they
I mean,
get
it hit
really
everyone apart
identified
from
here.
the
There's a lot there. Now there's a pinch at
Killjoy.
the door with a quick rotation here from
That's a
Boxy.
nice reaction though.
See what they can
They
do.
break this and potentially they force them back.
And instead, it's just kind of using this ability to get that poison cloud inside of there. In the door.
So the reason that flash didn't blind him is because
Take control
the
of this
smoke
space. Maybe
on the
he
server
sends
was
guys
already
off.
up.
He's
Right,
really,
as soon as
really
you
good around
pop
this
the
rubble
Q of
area.
your smoke or whatever, it's
This ultimate
instantly
can
up.
do some
But obviously
really
there's an
tricky stuff with those
animation
TPs to make life
just
difficult
for people who
opponents.
were wondering why they didn't flash him.
Two here, stacked towards the dog. Took a little while to clear it.
So on the server it's actually up and fully
Oh.
bloomed, but animation's going in.
Yeah, we saw Envy last match on Haven, went down to some spray like that to 3 health, and then he just stuck around with the Sheriff and got 2 kills. But DFM not going to push it.
This is
It's
the
actually
hero
gonna
gun,
be
so
Rossi who
can't really blame
gets a
Rossi
bit
for going for something like
curious.
this. That's a
Texture's
nice
able to
trade, and there's a gun
back.
here, so they might go heavy
Gonna
for it.
upgrade to a better gun.
Or Texture can just do that. That does not need to happen though.
Monyet there.
That does not need to happen from
Wiped
Monyet.
out.
Trying to make a
Now
hero
the
play
A
to
site
get information to
wide
see if they
open,
need
even
to
though
be
there's a
stacking
flank
over
here
towards C or A.
From the
At
side
least
of
they get
GE,
the
they are
information,
all
but a
the way
little
through
bit
spawn
costly.
already, so plant should come down, and then GE's got some work to do.
10
Marshall
seconds.
here for Batsy.
Spike planted.
And G just trying to push into this one. It's not going to be too easy as, okay, Marshall misses. Tries to pop flash, still looking, and he's going to pick up the headshot onto Anthem, making this round a bit more interesting. They have a lot of flash ability, but
Yeah,
Zipri
Texture
picks up
maybe.
one. Texture still around up against Soldom, who is not going to be able to get the kill, and now it's all up to Texture. Does he
Oh
have
god, he has
it
good
in
timing.
him to 1v2? No.
Damn, if he went
Rito
left there.
will take him down and give 3 rounds
It was a
in
nice
row
eco though.
to
G did
DFM.
good
All
damage.
of a sudden, now
But
it's
the money's so good for
Team's
DFM, it
favor
kind of
in
doesn't matter too
total
much. You see
The
2
timing just a
AKs.
little bit off here for Aaron. He tried to re-peek off his flash, but there was just too many players there. Good, stuff here from Batsy and Marshall, finding value with those cheaper guns, and then they're able to.
Yeah, I mean the fastest way to learn is that
upgrades in
stuff,
the
just
rifles,
copying a lot
essentially,
of
but,
what
like,
pros
it's
do.
just- The timing was just a little bit off. If Aaron had waited another, 4 or 5 seconds for Texture to get there, it'd have been a very different round. Just not sure if they just were off on the communication a little bit, or Texture got held up by something, maybe some noise, or just.
This is a nice run from G at the moment, but also DFM not too bad. They've been taking B control a lot, and then they've been pivoting into this, so we'll see if they do that again.
And finally, it feels like this map has found its identity. It's like, okay, I am an attacker-sided map. This is what is supposed to happen. Both of these teams have had a fantastic attacking rounds and are leading through there.
Surely
DFM
with
are
all of
taking
this, they saw a
over
lot of
control
people here, and they should
after the half.
instantly. What's the
But
decision?
now they've really slowed it down.
Because they
As
saw
we
a
become
lot
one
of people.
guy
Had
as
Omen flash
Anthem
hit, and the dog went in and
slowly
spotted 2 as
pushing
well.
in towards A. The rest of the team is back in spawn. See what value he can get.
DFM's been so patient.
This was
on
great.
this
Seekers from this
attacker side
spawn
at
as well.
times, where they're just
But it also
really
goes 1-1 and
feeling
1,
out
so they actually
GE,
get no
finding
real
space
info
in
for
their
that.
defense, and they may gamble correctly here, grabbing that orb. It is just Rossi.
Okay,
right
lol,
now,
this
a
is
little
up
bit
to
out from
Rossi.
Batsy to hold
30
C.
seconds left.
When they
Rossi's
pivot
getting
into
hit
B,
by
30
everything,
seconds, kind of own
But
this.
thankfully they don't push into him for his sake. They're actually going into B towards A.
Wait,
So
what
very
the?
crazy rotation.
Damn.
Things that you can do on a
Okay.
map like Lotus. So Nanoswarm
They're
trying
gonna
to
be
buy some
fine, I
time here. They
think.
still have to get the
Oh
spike
my
down.
god, Spike's gonna cross now.
As it's okay, it will be planted now. They're not quite able to stop the plant, so down it goes. DFM in position.
Nah, I've never seen the team do that.
See with the first kill. Second
Yeah, this
kill
might
goes
be a
to
nightmare,
Rossi
though.
there, cleaning up the site. There's a fake
Lord is on
on
take
the
J.
spike, gets some more peeks out of DFM, and one by one the dominoes fall as Takajay gets one. And Zinfree
Damn, okay, nice
gets
hand from
none,
G.
and
I
finally
kind of
Global
liked
Esports
like the
get
idea.
back into the rhythm
It
and
was
pick
looking
up
good
the
rotate wise.
retake and get the win.
Great movement here by
But they
DFM.
just didn't.
I'm
They just didn't have
thoroughly
after plant
impressed with the
positions
way that they
really,
handled this particular round in terms of
because they were
toying
kind of
with
forcing the plant down
pushing
over
them back
towards
in
A, and they
various
never
areas,
got
making
this
it really difficult
bit of
to
map
keep track
control in terms of
exactly
back of sight.
which site they were going to go at. And they get to A and they get the plant down for free. The problem became on their post-plant defense, they were really expecting someone to be coming from their flanks or, coming from an off angle, and so they played really deep and heavy into that. Instead, GE just kind of was able to work their way through the people on the site, get a huge numbers advantage.
The molly kind of delayed
snowball
them
that into that round. So
to actually
not a bad
make sure they
idea
could
at
kind of
all
flood
from
the back of
DFM.
sight, so they didn't have map
Just
control.
kinda
So it was pretty
overthinking
nice.
themselves a little bit, I feel like.
It would have been fine to plant B, but I actually didn't
Feels
mind the
like,
call over towards
Soldan
A.
needs to blink more. Just trying to rest his eyes during the timeout.
I just
But,
think once they got to A,
yeah,
they had to
you
try
almost
fight back
say
sight a bit heavier.
lean almost during those as he's just trying to rest his eyes, so don't misunderstand.
Him and Depp both do that, where they cover
Yeah.
their eyes during the timeouts because they just don't want to look at the screen anymore.
And Jet players.
Oh, God, those Jet players.
Well, Depp is now a Raze player, apparently, as he's only played Raze for like
True.
the past 7 maps or something ridiculous.
He's pretty decent at Raze, too, though.
Yeah.
I'll say.
He's pretty good at the game.
Yeah, he's pretty
general,
alright.
yeah.
So is Soldom. Soldom's very, very good. We've seen what he's capable of individually, and some of those entries have been good, and it's just good reactions from GE kept them in this, kept them ahead.
Will be their nightmare.
And now half armors abound for GE, and Odin for Zenfree, and he's trying to spray him down.
Getting the Fnatic out, 24.
Almost works.
24. It's unlucky not to get a kill there.
That's a decent amount of damage here to Bazi.
And there's a lot of walls that you can shoot through here, so curious to see what this is gonna look like. He gave the Odin to Anthem, and then just popped him with a Vandal.
Yeah, no self heal. It's a nice pick on top of this as well.
Here to the side of DFM. Gonna make it much easier, but look at Rossi. He's pushing out, and he's trying to take advantage of DFM and their slow play style. They say, okay, they got a pick. They're probably gonna push this time, and they do, which means this big flank could get huge value for
But as soon as they turn the corner, with
Right.
this turret,
Push
if he
coming
does walk this, man, they
Can't
just
see
took it
him
and
on
placed the
yet.
alarm bot
On
here.
site, but
Has a smoke for this.
coming in the backside. There's the alarm bot to check for it, though.
Oh, Monyet, he's
Rossi
fast,
gets a
he's
kill as well in the
blinded.
back over
But
towards the
Rossi
spike.
from
Oh
behind
boy,
gets two, and
he
again,
had
that
really good
flank
timing.
is just massive, and it
Got-
totally takes the wind
got
out of the sails
heavy,
here
rewarded there
from
for being
DFM. They're not able to
proactive.
get those shorty shots in, and that will be 12 rounds now to Global Esports looking to
All right,
close the map
5.
out.
Yeah, this is just good stuff here from GE. Just different
Double
looks
pistol
on
as
their
well,
defender side
you
this
gotta
time.
say. But
Dialing up a bit more aggression, and you gotta love it. The way that Aaron really navigates this team on this map, doing a great job. And yeah, they're able to find enough of an angle there, even with that alarm bot, that they don't trip it before they're able to find some value. Find
yeah,
some
there was like
damage.
a
At
small
that
window
point,
when
it's
he
just
switched between the
bad news
turret,
bears
picked
for
up the
DFM
turret, put the
because
alarm bot
Monyet's
there.
holding the line there.
Pretty much as he did that,
Huge
Rossi
stuff
turned
from
the
him
corner.
to really give that flank from GE even extra oomph.
Yeah. DFM in the past, when they go down to 12 round losses, they eventually just begin to speed up a little bit, try to alter the tempo, but this time they're just holding it. They don't want to get flanked again, so they're kind of the ones defending their spawn at the moment.
I was just gonna say, look how deep Rossi is here. He got so far ahead, and that hawk doesn't really tell you much. It could have been somebody at Sands, so they aren't 100% sure that someone's around this corner. Let's see if DFM's gonna check for it.
Well,
Now they know.
Well, that's a nightmare. Oh, I like that though.
that's good enough.
That's gonna get him out, and they reactively knife this as well. It's kind of cool.
Has the Blade Storm. It's ready to go if need be. Meanwhile, Anthem once
Yeah,
again
chat. Why are you all
hanging
unhinged
out
today? What's
here
going
in
on?
Rubble by himself,
You're all aggro today.
playing the solo Killjoy role. Whereas everybody else on the side of DFM is looking to push right into Rossi, who just lines it up, gets 3 with the knives.
Spike down.
And that
C.
might just be the nail in the
30
coffin here as DFM, the wind is taken out of their sails, not able to hit that 4th knife as Texture will steal that one away. And now Anthem with 1 try, gets 1, does
Okay,
not
there we
get
go.
a second, it's 4 kills.
Nice round from
to the
Rossi to
side of
finish
SK
this.
Rossi.
We've got Pearl
And
coming
it's
up,
map number 1
and
to the
GE
side of
look
Global
pretty decent at
Esports.
Pearl.
Yeah,
So